Oh, it's your boy DZ, man. You already know it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. I want to appreciate everyone that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. And if you haven't already hit that notification bell, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. And I appreciate everybody that rocks with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. Hey, listen, they got the brother Kodak Black on YouTube, online, everywhere, showing that he has a problem and that he's addicted to something. See, no matter how much money you get, the demons in the world can grab on to anybody. Anybody can become victim to what's going on in the streets, right? And just because you got money doesn't mean you can't fall victim to the game. And the brother is young, right? Got the fame, got the paper, but he doesn't understand that his addiction is so deep that it's going to put him in a situation where as though he might check out, he might go to the can for a long time. And I don't think Kanye reaching out to him is going to be able to help him, right? Because we all know when someone is addicted to something, no matter who tries to help them, they have to want to help themselves. You can be the person that wants to save them. You can be the person that cares. But if somebody doesn't care about themselves, no matter what you say, is not going to put them in a position to get them out of what they're addicted to, because they got to be ready. So, I'm sure, he appreciates in his mind that Kanye is reaching out to him, but this is having to be a decision he has to make. He has to be the one to say, I want to get away from what I'm hooked on to. But the more money you get, the more you get trapped into different things in the world. It's a lot of confusion in this world. It's a lot of things that look good, but they're really not good, right? And they say money is the root of all evil. It's the people that get the money that reveal themselves, and we get to see that evil. I don't know, man. I want to know what y'all think on that, man. Because from me watching this brother, he's on something heavy. He's on something that I don't think he's going to want to get off. And I say this, right? Anything that you like, you become addicted to. No matter what it is. It can be street pharmaceutical things. It can be love. Anything you like, you form a habit. And this habit here, when we watch Kodak, we can see the brother is suffering. The brother is suffering just like a junkie on the street. He's just a junkie with money, if we being real. And what we do know is junkies that have money, they're able to abuse whatever they're addicted to. And usually they go too far at some point. See, the difference with the people that are on the streets that don't have as much money, that are hooked to something, they run out of money. So they have to steal, rob, and do different things to get the money. Kodak has an unlimited supply right now of paper. So him running out of money isn't going to happen with his addiction. It's going to be an overdose that he does in order, hopefully, for him to get a wake-up call. And it's crazy to say it, but it's the truth. We watch different artists, celebrities that have plenty money with themselves, but then later you find out that the artist was on something heavy and the death came from an overdose, if we being real. But we don't know these things until they go all the way out the window. But we watching Kodak. It's right in front of our eyes. And it's sad to say, this is the direction the brother's headed in. He's literally headed in the direction to self-destruct and take himself out of this world. We get one shot at life. Everybody has in their mind that the more money you get, the more happy you get. But we all gotta understand this. The more money people get, the more problems you got, the more people want something from you, the more you see the real in other people. And most of the time, it doesn't really make people happy. You gotta find that happiness within yourself first, before you understand how to make others happy. And a lot of these younger dudes that come into the industry, they don't understand how to make themselves happy. So they get the money. They start seeing that people really don't care about them, but for the money that they have, and they indulge in the street pharmaceutical things to try to escape reality. You can't escape the reality, no matter what you use to get high with. You can't escape it. The reality is here. It is what it is, and you gotta face it. These dudes, they go on a whole nother level. Just smoking weed don't do it. It doesn't do it for them, right? They gotta indulge in things that's making them go out of their mind to feel comfortable with themselves. Do they understand that the money is not going to take you where you want to go if you continue to indulge in those type of activities? They lost. Kodak is lost in the game of life. And we all got to understand that, right? He's lost to a point of no return at this time. Because when we see him in this state, it's like he's at a worse state. The state he's at right now is at whereas though you see something is about to happen to this brother. And Kanye, going through his rants, he decided to reach out to him, hoping to get to the brother. But no matter what Ye says to him, he's already has his mind on what he's addicted to. It's a sickness that he has. He's sick and he doesn't understand this. This is a part of life that people don't understand, that when you don't have money, your goal is to chase money to live. But when you do have money, your goal is to escape reality, because everybody wants a piece of what you got. The game is crazy. We think we want more money and it makes us successful. But you want to find the peace and happiness inside the life you live first to understand how to function. He was granted the opportunity to be wealthy, to have money, but he doesn't understand how to have peace and happiness. And those things can't be bought. People will tell you peace and happiness is priceless. But as we watch Kodak go through what he's going through, all we can do is pray for the brother. That's it. People that are addicted to things, they will disconnect with you if you try to stop them from what they like, right? If you got the money or if you don't got the money. This is the game of life. They will disconnect from you because they don't want you to stop them from what they like. It's the game, man. You got to pay attention to that, man. And that was a little message I wanted to share with the people, man. We watching the brother go through what he's going through, but it's crazy. You said the sound is messing up? Let me see. Hold on. You said the sound is messing up? Let me check it out. Hold up. Hold up. Does it still sound that way? You sure? You said, is the sound still messing up? Is it back? Yeah, man. But the game that we seeing Kodak go through is the game of life, man. No matter how much money you got, right? Your peace and happiness means everything. So, yeah. What's going on, though, RM6330? What's going on, Gordino? Hey, man. We looking at the new day, man. These young brothers is lost. They got money, but they not happy. And no matter how much money you get, it doesn't buy your happiness, man. It only buys you the things you want to accumulate that hold no value on your health, your life, and what you got going on. But yeah, man. Listen, we ain't been hearing nothing from WACK and Luce. They not still talking that same tune, right? And WACK told everybody that Big Meech, he told, right? 50 told everybody that Big Meech told. But don't nobody got the proof. Where's the proof? So I seen somebody doing something, and you know the guy Seti Nash had posted something and said he contacted Meech's lawyer, and he said Meech didn't tell. Meech got out there and said, I ain't told on nobody. So we got to see the proof of if somebody has it, the paperwork, and not speculation. The guy, Cuffy, he's not even certain. And I heard something that they posted from him. He's not even certain if Meech was the one that put Tammy up to it. So I'm like, damn. 50 just upset, honestly, because he went over there with Ricky Rose, right? So he gonna put that bone on his name because he knows he's at odds with Ross, man. And it's like, we gotta see the paperwork, man. And if this lady is a rat, we can't trust the word of her. It's the same thing as trusting the word of 6ix9ine. We can't trust the word of somebody that told on other people to say, just to say that somebody's telling. We got to see the proof. I can't listen to the rats like 6ix9ine. I can't listen to Tammy if she's a rat for her to instruct us to who is telling when you're the one telling. These are the people though that are, their word is holding value, I see, within the people. And we can't take their word. And that's just real. So I'm taking it as 50 is upset that Meech went over there, so he threw the worst bone on him that he could, if we being real. That's what I'm looking at. I can't take the word of a rat telling me somebody is a rat without proof. I can't take it. You hear me? There's no proof, but everybody wants to go because 50 put it out there, if we being real. You said Big Meech is solid, 100. Hey, listen, I gotta keep that where it's at. I gotta keep that where it's at. He's solid because we ain't seen nothing. And I can't go off the word of somebody that's upset at him because he went back to his baby mom and he's not dealing with her. So now she want to throw that bone. If she came up with the idea, whereas though she wanted to cooperate to try to put something together, that doesn't mean he sent her and put her up to it. And Blue Da Vinci is saying that he ratted and he gets the dude Cuffy on the phone, but they saying Blue ratted, right? J-Bo said Blue ratted. So it's like, we gotta see the proof, man. And these dudes that are quick to say that the man ratted without the proof, we gotta say, hold up. Brooklyn, you said these young guys get into music industry with hopes and dreams of getting big, yet the industry gives them what they desire. The habit becomes an addiction over time. For real. They all get hooked on something, right? And they get lost. At a young age, you haven't had that experience where you went through certain things to understand what to stay away from. And the music influenced them to get on something. You got to be popping. You got to be getting lit. So you got all this money and you get actively and addicted to something. It's going to send you in that direction if we being real. You said gambling, women, alcohol, they find out what they desire using it against them. And that's what they do. They make sure they get what they comfortable with. Yo, you want that? Here. You want this? And these young dudes don't even see that it's the hook, line, and sinker to get you under the spell, if we being real. You said facts, Brooklyn. A lot of artists function addiction in a way or another. And it's the crazy thing they do. You said 20 years in general population. Hey, listen, and that's what I say. He was in general pop for 20 years and ain't nobody say nothing. 50's upset at him right now. 50's upset because he went to the other side. And that's the type of game 50 play. We know that. 50 going, if you go against him, he going to dig deep and make sure he cut low to make sure you understand how he feels. It's his game. RM, you said Juice WRLD said Future music made him want lean at the age of 11. Future's music. Now, and the crazy thing about Future's music, right? He don't even indulge the way he says, because Little Mo, she said she was popping perks heavy. She was getting lit on a regular, and she was doing a show out there with Future and asked Future about the irks. Say, yo, you want some? She said, Future said, I'm a lightweight. So what I'm seeing about these dudes in the industry that are loud, you know, the type dudes, you know, like WACK 100, they're selling you the false narrative of how things go, but they really not involved. It's the same thing WACK is doing. WACK is telling people to be gang active, but then at the same time, he's not actively in the mix with the gang. That's what Future's doing. He's telling everybody what they want to hear, what is going to sell his music, and get you to be jumping off the deep end, popping, lean, right? So you can self-destruct, but they don't want to do it. And they don't want their family to do it, right? But it's okay to sell it for the money. The money is the influence. And it's a lot of people that get lost in the sauce trying to chase that life, that fast life. You hear me? So these dudes get rich and find out it's not worth it. They become a slave to the fame. Hey, Gordino, that's facts. They get rich and all they do is become slaves to the fame. They gotta do what the handler says. They gotta put the clown suit on, but then at the same time find out that it's easy to get addicted to something, and then you lost in the sauce trying to figure it out. And these things is literally designed for you to like it. Everything is designed. The chemicals that are put in it is designed for you to like it. And if you do something that you might not have done before and you have a good moment with it, you gonna chase it. You gonna chase it. And you might not ever recover, if we being honest. And a lot of these dudes that come in the industry young, they want to be a part of the get along gang. They want to feel what everybody else is feeling. They want to do what the music's saying, and they wonder why you so lost in the game now, because you chasing a feeling that's only going to keep you chasing a feeling. That's it. The influence is like bad. Some of the music might be good, but the influence is bad out here, man. For real. You said the music, and you said the music industry promotes them hard. Listen, they promoted everything that's new coming out. We see how Ross promoted the new thing that was coming out. He was talking about putting it in the joint's drink. Like, damn. And it's like, when certain chemicals get put together, they're having these dudes. These are the first people they go to promote it. Yo, put this out. Here. We want you to put this in your music. And all it does is get the youth hooked. So now the youth is hooked onto something that they're experimenting with the people, and they locked in with it. Now they looking for it. Yo, you got that? I need that. Let's get that tonight. We gonna pop. We gonna hit the club, right? And somebody else that's the creator of these chemicals, right, is making all the money. The alcohol. See, I'm understanding that they legalize the certain things, right, that they feel that they can tax after they go through test runs. Because alcohol was illegal at one point. The bud was illegal at one point. Now they see that they can tax it. Now they telling us it's good for us, when all it does is kill your organs off. Whatever they putting in that bud now, it ain't bud. They not telling us that you gonna get cancer from smoking it. They telling you it's gonna help you cope with life, if we being real. They not telling you nothing about cancer. They act like smoking bud doesn't give you cancer. What do you mean? Smoking gives you cancer. You still smoking your lungs. Drinking alcohol kills your liver. kills your inside. But the influence is from them, and they don't even indulge in it. We are the consumers, right? Crazy. Manipulation tactics 101. And that's facts. We are the consumers. We get involved in the game of what they want to sell us. And when they tell us it's legal to do it, we start promoting it. When it's illegal, we promoting it. But when it's legal, we highlighting it. Why it's okay to do it. They got these certain celebrities pumping this stuff to our people to make sure that it floods the market, and all we do is get caught up in their game. And we wonder why we can't find the stability in life, because we're chasing every weekend and throughout the week how to escape reality. While the people that are looking at us try to escape reality, they don't want no parts of it, because they don't need it to function, right? They got us out here chasing the streets, gang culture, but they don't want no parts of it, right? Just like WACK 100, he's influencing people how to do this and what the politics of the gang is, why you shouldn't do this with the gang, but then turn around saying, I don't want no parts of that. I'm not a gang member. But the money is the influence for them to push it to the public. And all we do is fail from it. We can't never get ahead of the game. We can't never get control because we chasing a feeling that never puts us in position. That's the crazy thing. Hey, and you said Future don't even he talk about it. Not at all. And that's what Little Mo was saying. Little Mo said Future don't even do it. He don't even pop because he's the one promoting it. And if you indulge in it and you promoting it, you going to become addicted. Anything you do that you like, you become addicted to it, man. It's crazy. So they killed Marley. The thousands of dollars people spend on sipping lean and don't even know they turning into heroin and fentanyl fiends. They can't even understand this. This is the crazy thing. They're turning into addicts and their body becomes a dependent of it. So now when they don't got it, they can't function right. Their stomach hurts. They're aching. And they think it's normal. I just seen ESTG on the Breakfast Club trying to make an excuse why he's sipping lean and popping, right? But he like, I don't want to promote it, but I be hurting. No, you hurting when you don't take it because your body is yearning for it. He doesn't even understand it. See, they get up there, got their jewelry on, having these interviews on these public platforms, and people that got common sense understands that they addicts. These dudes is addicts, man. They hooked on these different type of things, right? And they don't even understand that it's crushing your internal organs. So later on in life, right? When later on in life, when their body starts malfunctioning, that's when they start understanding, but it's too late because you done already killed off the organs. Now you need a transplant, right? And you might not get one fast enough because everybody don't want to give up their organs, right? Now you can't get a transplant and your body is deteriorating and you got all the money. Ain't that something? Irv Gotti. He's a prime example of somebody that just went through it. Body deteriorating, crushing, because he wanted to indulge in that party life. But this is the influence of the industry. And the people that are over top of these dudes, they don't even want nothing to do with it. They not popping no pills. They not sipping nothing. They looking at you self-destruct while they promote it through you, and then they clapping with you. Yeah, we gonna get out here and celebrate. But you the lost soul, and you can't even see it, man. You said you hear the president of Colombia just came out saying that yayo is no different than alcohol. Americans say it's bad only because it comes from a Latin country. And that's real. Like, it's really real. See, we are taught and manipulated what is good and what is bad for you to use, but all of it's bad. If we being real, alcohol ain't no good. How many people you know that get obliterated every day and then they don't never have no health issues? Nobody. All the people that's out there getting obliterated, lit, out there popping, sipping, later on they got health issues. The people that's up their nose all day, they got health issues. Their body don't function right because they're addicted to something that they're putting in their body that's poison. All of it is poison, if we being real. It ain't no good for you. It's poison. But they got us thinking what is good and what's not. And our culture is the ones that's promoting it, while the other folks is getting a bag from it, right? And they don't do it. You ask them, look who runs the liquor stores. All the Indians run the liquor store. They got it so sold up that it passes on from family member to family member, and you can't even get a part of it. Pay attention to that. You go in any liquor store, the Indians own it. Once in a blue, you might see some black folks that got it once in a blue, but the Indians got it locked. They got it under siege. So their families inherited to the next person, to the next person, and they making the money and they don't even do it. But they got control of the game. And it's crazy. We are the consumers though. And it's crazy. You said, hello, good morning, even all people. Peace will be with y'all. Reality scares some folks. Mental strength is just and undiscussed as mental health is. Here's another great show. I appreciate it. Like, for real. And if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video. They influence us to get hooked on things that they don't even want to do. But we are the ones that's promoting it. We are the ones in the club representing. We got the brands at the bottom, you know, and it's crazy. Nori got a whole show getting drunk all day on the show, right? And all he doing is killing his organs for the money that you not gonna get to enjoy in the future. Irv, he just sold his masters for $300 million. $300 million. And you don't even get to enjoy this. You got to leave it to your kids, man. But the influence of you having that moment to party outweighs you living to enjoy what you worked hard for. And they got us influenced that we supposed to work hard, get lit, and leave it to somebody. Not us work hard and enjoy it ourselves. We got to get lit and leave it to somebody, because all we going to do is self-destruct. The game is definitely right in front of our eyes, but I guess a lot of people get bored and all they do is turn to escape reality. This is why we don't get the positions that these other people get, because all we want to do is indulge in escaping reality. They got the game designed for us to be the consumers while they pump the product. If you pay attention, we are the consumers. They just pump the product to us. And we think getting lit is the wave, right? When they come in this game, as these young brothers, they come in the game, they don't have this knowledge. And they say, you know, most of us get wiser as we get older, but it's a lot of people that don't. I'm going to be honest. It's easy to say, man, I don't care. I'm going to just go do it what I want to do. I want to enjoy life. But the feeling when you suffering and you crying because your health is deteriorating is a whole nother level that you can't reverse. But that exciting moment that you get to get lit is a short-lived excitement. And we got to understand that, man. For real. You said the chewing cocoa leaves definitely been illegal, but normalizing things there, but the yayo a whole different story that the president tripping. He said, me too. Diabetes do not supposed to drink alcohol. Diabetics, yeah. Yeah, hey, listen. Hey, Aunt, diabetics ain't supposed to have all that sugar. The sugar is harming us, right? And a lot of things got sugar in it, but people want to indulge in different things, plus eat unhealthy, right? They involved in different activities, and all they want to do is drink alcohol. We all know alcohol is a whole bunch of sugar. That's it. It's a whole bunch of sugar, and it kills your organs. But they don't tell us these things and promote that to us, right? It says it on the bottle that this is harmful and all that, right? But the promotion of it overrides what we see. If we being real, you said Scotch, whiskey, not as bad as bourbon, etc. for sugar content. I think all of that is bad, RM. All of it, man. You said even water. You said water got a lot of sugar in it too. You said plain and simple, too much of anything can kill you. And I agree with that. I do agree with that. You said every culture around the world got vices. I have African homies who love that cotton plant from the backyard. And you said word gas stations carry out, but back in the days we had it on lock in our neighborhood. You said Nori gotta have an extra liver stored away on ice. He better, because all Nori do is get drunk every show. He gotta take a break. See, we ain't seen too many Drink Champs episodes lately. He gets obliterated every episode, man. And I gotta be honest, it's gonna be a time come where we hearing about Nori going through something with his body. And this is just facts. It's not going to allow you to get drunk every day, all day, and something don't happen to you. Your organs is gonna fail. He said, taking bets on Nori liver or lungs lasting that long. Nori ain't going. He gonna see. kidneys or the kidneys. Yeah. He said, I strive for a balanced life. You got to. But addiction is so real. People get addicted to things and they get lost in the game. It's easy to get lost in the game of life. And escaping reality is so easy. It's easy to get off work and go pop a bottle so you can be out of your mind. It's easy to get off and smoke. Some people got to challenge themselves to go cold turkey. You feel me? I'm not going to say I never drunk before or I never smoked before, but I don't. But the thing that I seen was it's all addictive. And it's so addictive, you're chasing a feeling to escape reality. When you wake up after the high goes down, you still got those same problems. You still got those same bills due. You still got to deal with whatever's in front of you. But people will tell you like, oh, I gotta smoke. Smoking makes me better at what I do. It's a mental game that people play with themselves when all it does is keep you off balance. You don't be balanced from smoking. And I challenge people that feel like they gotta smoke or drink all the time, try to go without it for 60 days and structure your life. I guarantee you'll see the things that you're doing wrong, what you need to tighten up on, what direction you need to be in. I can guarantee you that. Because you can't see it while you getting lit. You think you see it. And that's the game, man. He said, all is bad though. RS, like real rap, all is bad. He said, if you do too much of anything, it's just all about balance. But if you out there getting lit, we see Kodak. The more money you got, the more you gonna indulge. Your tolerance gets up here. This is just about anything in life. The more money you got, the more your tolerance is higher. You need more. Then you stop getting as lit off something. You need something stronger. You might have been starting with the wine. The wine ain't doing it for you no more. Now you need some Patron. Man, I'm going to get this Patron. Now you chasing that. But for what? So that you can escape reality? Nah. You can have fun without it. And I know this for a fact. You literally can have as much fun not drinking and smoking the same way. But people don't think so because they addicted and they don't understand addiction. See, people will look at the junkies on the street because they see the effect that it takes on them. They feel like their addiction to what they're addicted to is less serious than their addiction. Nah, you could be the same one sitting in front of the liquor store later on. It might just hit you later. It hit them now because that instant high they was looking for, it took them out the window. If we being real. Straight up. He said, I was once told that people drink to drown their sorrow, but when they sober back up, their problems are still there. Bam. And it's like that. That's a fact. Once you sober back up, it hits even harder. Man, I gotta, damn, I'm behind on the electric. Damn, I gotta pay this. And they get drunk to escape that electric bill came in $550, $600. But when they sober, it hit them for real. Damn, I gotta get this money right because that bill is still $550, $600. If we being real. And it's crazy. You said blunt wraps and Black and Miles are made these folks a lot of money. What? It done made these folks so much paper. That's because they know the chemicals in it get you addicted. And if you think about it, right? A lot of people smoking these backwoods, right? If you ever smoke the backwood has the chemicals in it where your body starts depending on it, right? If you ever smoke the backwood, it gets you a little lightheaded. It makes you feel like the high is stronger, and your body starts becoming a chemical dependent, whereas though you need it now. You literally need the backwood. It's like you don't want to smoke nothing else but a backwood. If you ever smoked one, you understand what I'm talking about. Now, they got it where people is putting the little tobacco inside the bud when they roll it up. That there is addictive. All these things that they promote to us that they don't do, that is what people saying the Fanta leaf. All these things got us addicted to it, chasing it, but we don't see that it's only killing us. It ain't helping us at all. Crazy. You said dying earlier than normal from habits is different from running your career and whole lifestyle from the same habits. Both are bad, but one much worse for real. You said sugar is one of the most underrated addictions. All you gotta do is look at all the foods that eventually break down and convert to sugar. And that's facts. This is why we all sick over here. Because everything got so much sugar in it. And people just eat a lot. And they crave certain things. It's certain things that people will crave over and over and over again, right? But it's the worst thing they can ever eat. Because we eat for the taste, right? And the sugar is what's breaking the inside of the body down, and the salt. You got to understand this, right? The older you get, your body don't break down sugar and salt the same. When you younger, it break down quick. When you older, you not running, you not exercising, you not active. Most of the time you sitting down somewhere. So your body ain't breaking the sugar and salt down the same. And a lot of people that get older, that's how they have health issues. And they don't understand that you not active like when you was younger. So it's all sitting in you. The beef sits in your body for weeks, breaking your body down. People don't understand. You got to switch that up sometime. It's okay to eat some vegetables just for dinner. You got to mentally trick yourself in order for you to sustain a long life. And people don't understand that. I don't care what you like in life. You got to tell yourself, I'm not messing with that right now. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to mess with this. When you do that, you mentally trick your body. But if you constantly eat what you crave and those sugars, all you doing is hurting your insides. Addictions, man. These addictions got us definitely going. He said, plus Nori is putting poison in his guests to compromise them and to get them to speak out of character for content. Well, we gotta say allegedly with that. You know, we know the alcohol. I can say the alcohol is poison. We can say that. The alcohol, because I really feel alcohol is poison. You know what I'm saying? I really feel that. Alcohol is poison. It kills your insides, and it's nothing good about that. Right? It's nothing good about getting drunk every day. And people get drunk every day of the week and expect your body to function. But your body becomes a dependent. Real rap. And you said too harsh. Drew, you said bread, rice, potatoes, pasta, just to name a few things that break down into sugar. Wow. And that's facts. That is facts. But people don't understand it and wonder when they get older they start having these issues, but they continue to eat the same things. You have to put those things to the side. Anything you like becomes an addiction, man. Everything white is bad for you. Bread, potatoes, flour, salt, sugar, so on, milk. Bingo. I agree with you. Lou from the Lou. Salute to you too, my brother. Real game, bro. Put your people on what we need to hear. Like facts, Zay. You hear me? The addictions. It's a lot of people, feel like if I get money, that it's gonna make things better for me. But when you get money, all it does is shoot you in the direction of the things you're gonna get addicted to. Unless you had the experience and the balance to understand, even though I got this money, I have to structure myself to know what to trick my body about, what to stay away from. Because soon as people get some bread, what they do? They want to hit the club and celebrate. That's the first thing. I'm going to get lit. Tonight, I just got my check. I'm going to get lit. I'm going to pop a bottle. I'm ready to get lit. We going to do this and do that. You going for the sugar and addiction. You want to get on. I'm going to pop this. Who got the irks? Where it's at? Next thing you know, you smoking this, sniffing this, and you left field. The game, man. It's crazy. And you said no more sugar for me. Hey, listen. I be trying to trick myself, honestly. I literally try to trick myself because I can feel my body at my age when I'm eating too much sugar. I can feel it. I try to eat more vegetables. I don't drink. I know that's a whole bunch of sugar. I'm not taking no pills. I'm not smoking because I know that they putting the poison in all this. But people don't want to believe it. They think, man, I'm going to be all right. No. When your time comes, you can't look at it as if God did that to you, if you was poisoning yourself the whole time. And it's a lot of people that want to say, God called me home when you drunk yourself to death. You used all these poisonous narcotics. You got yourself involved in all this stuff. And you want to use God as the person why they got called home. No. You killed yourself. You poisoned yourself. And you can't sit here and tell me that God wants you to drink every day and wants you to put the poison in your body because some man-made person created these toxic things. I can't go for it. Some people might refer to that as that because they're making an excuse for themselves, but not me. I'm looking at it for what it is. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. We watching all the celebrities, man. When they got money and they really don't like themselves, because a lot of them don't even like themselves. They just got the money, the fame, and the attention. They don't even like themselves, so they need to get lit daily. And I'm talking about extra lit to cope with life. We got to look at it. Michael Jackson. You hear me? Michael Jackson. He was on a whole nother level. He was going at it with needles. He didn't like himself that much. He was going at it with needles. Whitney, going at it with needles. These people was left field with it, right? They had to be out of their misery just to cope. And it's so many people that done fell out from the Fetty that's lost in the game, right? They still putting it out here. They done made this extra cheap and the people like it. I seen a lot of family members, right, that said they hated these type of things get hooked. And it all started from the irks. When they pushed these irks out here, right, they pushed them out here through the doctors. They was prescribing irks like it was candy, right? They pushed the irks out through the doctors, right? And then they raided all the doctors and locked them up after the world got hooked on it, right? They raided all the doctors that they say were excessively giving them out and locked them up. But now all the people is addicted to it. So now they wipe all the doctors out, right? And then they come with the Fetty to try to put that in place. Y'all see that right there? And the world then got turned all the way out. And it's crazy. The world got turned all the way out, man. You said, think about it. Everything we consume comes in a box, bag, or a can. Ain't that something? All processed. It's like, damn. We already know this has been tampered with in our health. I suggest looking up Dr. Sebi for all the interested in their health. Definitely check him out. And we heard about him being placed in a prison, and they said he stopped eating because what they was giving him wasn't what he wanted to eat. And he told the people about a lot of these things in the world that is fake, that's harming us. And it's true. We can see it. But they not going to promote health to us because they know that we all going to check out one day. So our life isn't valuable. It's the product and the money that's valuable. It keeps people interested in going to get that dollar. So your life isn't valuable to them people, if we being real. Only our people. And if you go to some of those other countries, right, they don't eat the stuff we eat. They don't mess around. Their bread tastes different. It's a lot of different things in those other countries. Our country is filled with mess, and it's okay because the people that say it's okay to eat it said it's okay to eat it. So we okay. And we listen to these people instantly. Whenever they say this is good for you, people's mind go to straight saying, well, they said it's okay. Well, they have an agenda. It's an agenda for them to get their product out and to move the product. So yes, we're going to say it's cool to go ahead and do it. You said, speaking of bad lifestyle, did you see academics leaked out Kendrick's track list to the Super Bowl and got his channel struck in a potential lawsuit? Nah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one. See, academics, he thinks he's bigger than the program. Academics done got big and thinks he's bigger than the program, man. And what's going to happen is he's going to put himself in a situation, which he already did, by talking to a little boy in a worse situation. These dudes think because they got the money that they have a certain level of control. And we all see that once you get a certain level of money and they're done using you for the agenda, they find ways to dispose of you. You're no use. Once you get the message that they want to get out, the self-destruction, the poison, they done with you. So when you see these artists or these people that have like a whole different volume of people that's following them, it's because the negative influence. But I think WACK said that academics was talking about offered himself. I'm like, whoa. All the stuff he done talked about, different people, all the people that he wanted to go at, but now he put himself in that situation. Now he don't want to live no more. But he got all the money. He want to tell all these rappers how he has more money than them and why they ain't getting money, but he don't want to live no more because he see people turned against him. The structure of the world, man. If we being real, the structure of the world. You said most of this shit modified at a lab, and that's facts. That's facts. They making all this stuff at a lab. I think it was something that I seen. It might have been a couple years ago. It was somebody that acted as if they was trying to talk to a punk online, and the punk was involved in the labs, right? So the punk had the date set up with the guy, but he didn't know the guy was recording and trying to get information out of it. So he meets the punk at dinner, and the punk starts spilling all the beans about what's going on in the inside of the labs, right? And when the dude come out and tell him it's recorded for whatever show he was doing it for, the punk went left field because he knew that these people was going to get at him for exposing the secrets of what's going on at the labs. You hear me? It's crazy. You said, that's a good thing. DZ means you're self-aware. And what do most religions teach us? Knowledge of self is first and foremost. Lou, you said, yeah, most of us modified the lab, most definitely. You said, nah, I didn't hear that. Shaking my head. That's some baby back BS. He said, I love it, my coffee. He said, I love it in my coffee, but I gotta let it go. Hey, Ant, you gotta let it go. It ain't no good. You hear me? You said Prince and MJ both had doctors on deck for their addictions. You hear me? And the doctors was prescribing them whatever they wanted because they got money. So the doctors would give them the most powerfulest thing that's out there. And these dudes is doing it. And what happens? They check themselves out the game. All the money in the world, but they not happy with themselves. And this is a lot of people in the world. These dudes get money and they not happy with themselves. The money don't make them happy. They can't go to the store. They gotta have people around them. They can't live their life in peace because everybody wants to be involved with them. They gotta have security around them. They're not happy. They know that everybody around them want money. So they never get the genuine love from nobody. Even the people that call them their family members, they there for the money. So it's like they lose themselves and then they just want to get high to escape reality. If we being real, they straight lose themselves totally. And that's the game. You know, that's the game. You said, but Mike been through something that Pepsi commercial fired. He said, they mixing all kinds of chemicals and stuff now. Like, yo, Sherm, that's facts. I'm telling you, the way when I see people that smoke bud now, they gotta smoke bud every 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, that ain't bud. That ain't bud. They high for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and they gotta roll another one. That's just not bud. I don't know what it is, but it ain't bud. And they selling it in the tobacco stores now. You can go to your local tobacco store and get bud. Like, come on, man. And it's crazy. You said, I'm a pescatarian. I haven't eaten meat in about 4 years. I need to do it. I need to eat straight lettuce and vegetables. And I don't want to eat none of that vegan stuff because I tried it. I think that stuff has a lot of sugar in it. With those Impossible burgers, I can taste that stuff has a lot of sugar in it. So I want to try to, clean myself up too. And listen, if you do eat meat, you gotta trick yourself from not having it so you're not just addicted to it. And this is just my opinion and how I feel. I feel when you trick your body with certain things that you eat, I don't care how much you like them, it helps you not get addicted to them. Instead of saying, I gotta have this, I gotta have that. No, this is what I like to eat. Well, what you like to eat is probably the worst thing for your body if we being real. People don't be understand that, man. He said, I don't eat white bread. It ain't good for you either, Lou. It ain't good for you. I think that got the most sugar in it, honestly. I be trying to look at the bread now and see how much sugar is in there. How much added sugar. Trying to do different things to make sure that I stay okay. Because I'm watching people that's getting around my age that's having these health issues. I'm like, damn. Like, you got an issue after an issue. And they just sit there and continue consuming the same thing that's breaking their body down, expecting for different results. And it's never going to happen if we being real. You said WACK, he know everything. Word, he think he know everything. He said, I heard that America trying to save animals. That's why. It's a possibility too. I used to work at a big pharma lab. I've seen the clone machines. I've seen rooms where they manufacture hepatitis B and C. And ain't that crazy that they got things that people don't see that they use to do different things? That's the crazy thing. It's things that you don't know what they have going on in these labs unless you've been there. It's things all over the world that we look at like that's the worst thing ever, but they use them. And they don't use them publicly, and they try to tell people, whoever in those fields, that you can't talk about it, but things get out to the world, man. Project Rod, what did I say? Marathas, James O'Keefe. That's what they were referring to, DZ. I gotta check that out. What'd you say? Project Marathas, James O'Keefe. You said WACK put some respect on Big Jimmy name. You not pulling up like Capo. WACK ain't got no choice to put respect on Jimmy name because Jimmy going into the mix and WACK not. And he say, oh, I ain't gotta go. Nah, you just can't go, my guy. You don't get the same respect. If we being real. Said Mike Doc never went to jail. Who Mike Doc? You say WACK stay fiending for clout and justice for Marciano gonna get him for real. We already know justice for Mars gonna get WACK. This is why they been quiet. I'm telling you. They been on Clubhouse talking, but they ain't been on their platforms talking. They ain't got nothing to say on there. They looking real funny right now. You hear me? Luce ain't got the same vibe. WACK ain't got the same vibe. It ain't the same. They fading out. They about to fade all the way out. And I guarantee you, when it come down, we gonna see the paperwork they gonna have. Things is fading out for them. So when the paperwork hit, right, we gonna see if they still got that same energy. When things hit the fan, we gonna see. For real, for real. You said red meat hard to digest. I eat it every blue. No pork since 92. And that's good, man. See, you tricking your body to do what it is that benefits you. And people got to understand that. That's important. You know? You said salute to, hey, chat, listening in from work. Man, I appreciate it, Top Shelf. Real rap. It's a lot of things out here, man, that you can get addicted to that'll take you out the game, man. And while I watch a lot of people promote different things, it's like, I know I ain't getting involved in it, but you can't influence the world about certain things that's being promoted as it's the thing to do. You got to figure out how you going to stay away from it. You hear me? You can tell a few people what to do and what not to do, but everybody ain't going to ride with you, because some people will tell you quick, man, I'm going to do what I want to do. And what can you say? You can't force the situation down their throat. They like, yo, I want to get lit. I'm going to get lit. I'm going to die one day. Not understanding when you in that situation, if you ever watch someone die that was sick, you got to really recognize that that's the process when your body break down. But people don't really want to look at the real when it's in front of their face. But when you in that situation, ain't nothing you can do. You got to suffer the same way. If we being real. You said a lot of these vegan dishes use soya bean for protein substitute. Soya bean has plant compounds that act as estrogen. Soya bean. Okay. You see, you said soya bean. Soya bean food. Soya bean, soya bean. Why don't we? Soya bean naturally had the highest amount acid than any other one, which is the strongest anti-nutrient. That means that it can actually block the. Okay, this is what they say about the soya bean. The meal that can actually block the absorption of essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, because uses them up in the body rather than provide more nutrition. And you don't know what can be healthy for you. You be ingesting something thinking it's good for you, and it's hurting you. That's the crazy thing, man. They say here, look it up. Do your homework on food you eat. It's hurting us, man. I try to switch it up. I can feel when my body is not reacting right to things. So I try to be switching up, and I try to make sure I eat vegetables, lettuce. I try to make sure that I'm putting some healthy things in there. And sometimes I don't even be putting seasoning on certain things. Even though it might not taste as good, I want to ingest something that I feel that's going to process that's a little bit healthier. It's a mental thing I do for myself. You know, I don't say everybody had to do it. That's up to you. But I try to trick myself about the things that I ingest so that I can be healthy. You know? You said, I have never eaten lobster, shrimp, crab, pork, oysters, and steak. I only eat fish, and it has to have fins and scales. Just read up. Let me see. Echelons chapter 11. What's that? Let me see what you said. We're going to check it out what you said. Gordino. I'm trying to see what you said. Yeah, hold on. Let's see what you said, Gordino. Let me see. I'm trying to see what you said. He said, ship your game across the sea. Let's see what Bernardino said. Hold up, he said, ship your gate across the sea as in many days we receive the return, invest in 7 ventures at 8. You do not know that the disaster may come to the land. If clouds are full of water, they pour rain on the earth, whether the tree falls to the south or the north, and the place where it falls where it will lie. Invest in many ventures. Show your seed in the morning and the evening, and let your hand not die idle. Okay. So you saying you just eat fish with fins. Okay. Alright. Well, that might be the best thing to keep you healthy, huh? So it's certain fish that they got out there that they say is fake too. I do hear that there's fake salmon out there and, you know, different things. And nobody's ever caught a tilapia. I heard that, you know. So you gotta watch what you eat around here, man. Ain't that something? Let's see here. He said, genetic weaknesses and diet we consume definitely the main focus. You gotta make sure you on point, man. Real rap. He said, I do the same thing, DZ. Like, for real. Damn, it's not good for us. What can we eat? And I'm saying, like, vegetables, you got to make sure you're getting them vegetables in. And, you know, another thing I say about eating, right? We eat until we super full. You hear me? Instead of eating to get satisfied. I don't think that's good for us. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
What's up, DZ? This Giordano, a.k.a. Gio from the Bahamas.
What's going on, my guy?
I just want to explain what I said about Ecclesiastes chapter 11. It's in the Bible.
Okay.
It tells you what to eat in the air, on the land, and in the sea. And I only subscribe to fish because the Bible says the only thing you eat in the ocean, it must have fins and scales. Lobsters, conch, crab, all those things are bottom feeders. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The swine, the rabbit, all those things, they clean the earth. Whenever you get a chance to go to the Bible, read Ecclesiastes chapter 11, and it will give you everything God tell you to eat out the air, land, and sea. But other than that, I listened to the podcast the other day. I listened to WACK. Well, I hear Adam interrogating WACK, and he let them know all the fucking secrets, man. It's like, like Adam working for the feds, and as soon as Adam give up all the tapes and shit, WACK gonna be fucked.
Yeah. I can see it coming. I know that he's not going to not give up the tapes because he wants to be good with the police, like he said.
Right.
You know?
And guess what? And another thing, too. I keep talking about he closed this deal for $4 million. He doing this, he doing that. But yeah, he begging Adam for his goddamn job. What kind of millionaire does that shit?
See, we know that he just lies to make himself look a certain way, but there's no way that you would be that type of millionaire and make sure you go to this show every week.
Straight up. And you should let Luce Candle next time. WACK line his ass right up, man. When WACK done with him, it's going to be a sad day.
Hey, listen, next time he do call, see, I got to make sure I get that out first because I want to hear what he has to say about that because we all see that he's pointing the finger at him. He's trying to make sure that he disassociates himself with the situation. And he's like, loose this, loose that, loose this, and loose that.
I mean, he said the Luce right up. His hands so clean, but he going to be indicted because he's there. And like you said before, WACK say he step forward and step back, and his guys go.
every single time. So if he bragged about this from the beginning of the situation, but now you not trying to take that credit because you see that everybody's identifying that and we see that, you can't change what you said. You said it.
And then the funniest shit, right? I heard you talking to Luce, right? And Luce say, don't worry about what you see. Worry about what I tell you. You're like, what?
Yeah. How does that make any sense?
I mean, hey, you having a shitload of fun right now. Do what you're doing. And in the Bahamas, I'm going to tell you this, man. You got some dudes me locked in on you right now. I got a couple of my boys watching your shit. And they subscribe by the night or tomorrow. So we rocking with you down here in the Bahamas, man. And whenever you get time again, you need to come down to Bahamas, come to Atlantis Hotel, and check it out.
All right, man. Listen, I appreciate it because I've been there too before, and that's where I came to. I came to Atlantis. So when I do come back, brother, I'm going to definitely touch base with you.
Yeah, man. I work in the Great Seafire Steakhouse in the Marina Village at Atlantis. The best steakhouse in the planet, man. So whenever you come down here again, we can link up.
All right, man. I appreciate that, man.
All right. Peace out and stay strong, bro.
Yes, sir. Stay locked in.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I definitely was at the Bahamas before. It's nice out there. I had fun. But I do want to tell you this story, right? I was out there a long time ago, right? When I was at the Bahamas, right? And this is my days when I was smoking weed, right? I was smoking weed. I'm going to tell you what year this was. This probably was in 2000. This was about 12 years ago. I'm going to say 2012. Something like that. About 12, 13 years ago, around that time. So I was smoking weed in these days, right? And I went to the Bahamas and I went to buy some bud, right? So as I go out there to buy some bud, I didn't know the area. I went and got me a rental car. I thought the rental car was going to have the wheel on the other side of the road, right? But it had the same side. So I'm out there rolling, right? But I'm driving on the opposite side, but the wheel was on the right side though, right? I mean, on the same side like it is here in the US, right? And I go to get the bud. Somebody gives me the bud. Soon as they give me the bud, the police pull up on me. I'm like, oh. So I try to tuck the bud, but the police didn't see it. He like, what you doing out here? I'm like, man, I'm just trying to find my way. I've never been around here. I'm from the US. He was like, this ain't a good area, man. Don't be around these parts. I said, no problem. Got straight out of there. Boy, I ain't never go back in that little part again. But where I went to have fun at was good in the resort where I was at. But I used to do this though. When I used to go places, I would go outside of the resort just because from the hood, I want to go see different areas. I go out there and I'm like, oh, scared me straight. I said, listen, I'm in another country. I can't afford to get locked up in another country messing around trying to get some bud to smoke. So, that was my little story when I went to the Bahamas, though. That was crazy, though. I had to tell y'all that one. Yeah, but I'm going to go back because I had a good time, though. Real rap. And he said, RM, you said, I remember when Evander Holyfield hit 50 and he was covered of Blitz magazine saying he only eats fruit, veggies, and beans, nothing else. Hey, listen, when you get older, it is a must to eat that kind of stuff. And a lot of people say that they okay eating what they used to eat and wonder why they have these health issues that really send them through the ringer. Real. That's the thing, man. Them health issues is crazy. Let me see. Hold on. You said, ooh, DZ, that club was zoo. Still there when I went there in the Bahamas. You said the zoo closed? Okay. Word. They like, yo, you better stay out this area, man. I'm like, hold up. Dave, you said I'm a type 2 diabetic. I didn't know diabetics wasn't allowed to have steroids. So the lotion that we used to use on Good For Us, as well along with the soaps, they were rubbed all over our body. Yeah, it's a lot of things and a lot of things, man. If we being real, it's a lot of things and a lot of things, man. SBGB live calling show. State your name, where you calling them from.
Hey, what's up, bro? This is Zay, man, from Philly.
What's going on, my guy?
Just chiming in, man. You know, I've been listening for a minute. The other day I called, I wasn't on tune, so I had to try, you know, zoom in. But I dig the conversation. Yeah, there's a lot, man. A lot of topics you hit, man. Man, listen. It's a live show, though. I ain't gonna lie. You got information for the people, and then you got callers calling in, and they chiming in and, you know, giving you more, giving, you know, everybody more information. So that's cool. Yeah, but as far as like, I watched, I think, a Dr. Sebi joint like a couple years ago, and a few other people I heard, they was like, yeah, man, he said he don't eat nothing that God don't make. That mean nothing in the pack.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That mean, like, if it don't come out the ground, like, you know what I'm saying? And you do got your forbidden foods, but I've been on my journey for a couple years as far as just, well, not even a couple, probably like 7 years, man. I stopped eating McDonald's and all that stuff. Right. But just a little insight on that as far as just, I ain't no scholar or nothing, bro, but I just know that usually when the food ain't good for you, your body will tell you if you're paying attention enough. You know what I'm saying? Like when I ate McDonald's back in the day, I used to love it. But, you know what I mean? Now I see, you know, this information area, and I see how, you know, they make the chicken nuggets. That was one of my best, and fries and all that. But I used to have an upset stomach a lot of times. But when I heard that, you know, they got chickens like growing 3 wings and all that, you know, I zoom in and I was like, it was just hearsay then. But I stopped really messing with it because I just felt it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm digging the show, bro. I'm liking the information. And yeah, as far as whacking them.
Right.
Yeah, stay on they fucking hills, bro. Listen, the truth is the truth, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I mean? You can't fake it. This is the truth gonna come out, and at the end of the day, just do for, you know what I mean, the people they did like that. I forget the brother name or the two brothers, but that was totally disrespectful, and I don't rock with stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in if somebody wanted you, give it to them, but at the same time, or if they deserve it. Because, you know, depending on the situation, you go where, you know what I mean, where it take you. But at the same time, just degrading people and all that. Right. Yeah, you be tearing their asses up. No Diddy. Well, I don't even say that. But anyway, you know what I mean? You be on them. You dig. And yeah, you supposed to, because they poisoning the young people out here. And I like how you mix it together today.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as just, you know, it's like, you know, I can call in and whatever. And then sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I always got something to say about, you know what I mean, the fake. But at the same time, I like how you brung this into to your platform, man. And it's good for a lot of people, man, because, you know what I mean, I learned a little bit today. I knew that scales, the fish without scales, like bottom feeders and all that, you ain't supposed to eat because they like vacuums to the earth. You dig? So, you know what I mean? But it is a couple things I heard that, you know what I mean, enlightened me, and I zoom, man, because I get my own information and, you know, facts check it, and then I can know how to move on it. But this is a definitely good topic right here, bro, because, yeah, we a lot of times it's just information. Like our people, we don't really put each other on like that, but we do. Don't get me, can't discredit the people that do, but it's a lot of people that don't. And if we share the information, we all can be on the same page. And, you know, what come with that is we got to move together. So now, like when I go outside every day, I'm 46, bro. I speak to my people, you dig? And not just them. I speak to anybody, but I'm more focused on us. So, you know what I mean? I get the cold shoulders, and I ain't no jolly, happy-go-lucky boy. But I'm, you know what I mean? I recognize my people, and if I see you, your face frowned and all that, I'll leave you alone. But my first, you know what I'm saying, action to that is I'm gonna talk to my people. Like they say, we scared of the young boys. I'm 46. I don't feel like I'm old, bro. I throw these drinks too, but I'm just a little bit knowledgeable, and I don't move on a different energy no more.
Right.
So now we gotta talk to each other, share information, come together, and stop looking at each other like we enemies. You dig?
Yeah.
Because that we gonna lose like that. What you mean? The union come. Listen, when like as far as I don't want to get off topic, but like as far as some of this stuff that's going on now in the world, the reason why we going through it, when they get to say, yo, yeah, y'all doing it to your own. Yeah, they right to a degree, but we you know what I mean, we hyenas, man. We trying to survive. But at the same time, you got the people with information and the money and all that, and we ain't looking for nobody to give us nothing. But as far as just, yo, if I fall, I got something to stand on. That's how people thrive and get to a better place. And I see it happening with your platform. So all I gotta say is, I know I'm long-winded, but yeah, tune in. SBG TV. I got it right, bro, right?
No, SBGB.
All right, man, listen. Yeah, I'm kind of, Anyway, listen, man, y'all tune in. It's the real channel. And yeah, it's information here. And you're going to get everything in one spot. You ain't got to go nowhere. Call this joint. And if you got a question, ask it. Hopefully, homeboy could answer it. If not, one of the callers, good brothers or good sisters, will call in. And yeah, we'll get it. Or not, later on, you'll make it one of your topics. But I appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. It's a pleasure, brother.
All right, bro. Stay locked in. Appreciate it.
Always, man.
Word, man. You know, a lot of things in life, man, can throw you off balance, though. And you might think something is good for you, but it's something that'll take you out the game, if we being real. You said we as black people need to lift each other up. Like big facts. Ant Stone. That's big facts. We need to lift each other up, man. It's easy to tear us down because that's the norm. It's always expected for us to go at each other, you know, because we want to hate the next man because they got something going on. But, you know, we got to lift each other up, man. And I'm just hoping that, you know, in time, we'll grow stronger instead of being as weak as we are, how they got us divided, you know? And that's real. You said some places I don't go here, but it's organized crime here, DZ. It's giving respect to get respect in the Bahamas. WACK 100 would never last here, DZ, no cap. These OGs here don't like bullies. And that's how it should be. Because these type of dudes that feel like being as though that they can manipulate and bully people, they feel like they got a certain leverage. You know, I feel that those are the type of people that we should all be turned against. You know, so that they don't feel like they got leverage. You want to bully people, but then go in front of the white man with a certain level of respect and allow him to tell you how to deal with your peoples, and you dictating through him. Like, it's corny if we being real. So SBGB, salute, God. Alpha 777, I appreciate it, man. Most definitely. Like, you know, you gotta stand for something or you'll fall for anything, man. They got us all confused, though. They come out with these different things that we get addicted to, and we don't even understand it and wonder why our people be going through it, man. Our people be out there lost in the sauce. When I seen Kodak eating that chicken, the man probably got $100,000-$200,000 worth of jewelry on his neck, and he's sitting out there on the ground eating chicken, high as a kite, you know, waiting for a problem to happen. It's like, damn, these people not happy with themselves, man. Money don't make you happy. And you got to understand that. You got to find yourself in what makes you happy. The money don't do it. The money only give you the ability to spend it, to go purchase things. Because there's some people that might be on the corner somewhere begging for money, but they literally happy. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
DZ, what's the deal? It's your boy Disco.
What's going on,
Calling
my guy?
from NY.
What's up, my guy?
Ain't nothing on the top. Touch on the topic of the health. You know what I mean? I'm a diabetic type 2. Got
Okay.
diagnosed in 2007. And education is the key. Education is definitely the key. You have to be aware of what's going on. There was things that, like, being that you're diabetic, you can't put steroids on your body.
Okay.
You know, it's not compatible. So, I mean, you're walking around thinking you're doing everything right, eating, exercise, but at the end of the day, you're lotioning your body, and the steroids is bringing you back down, and you're not knowing why. So these things you have to be educated to. Also, soaps. You know, it got a lot of this animal fat in it, products, and you're rubbing it on your body.
Damn.
So a lot of people aren't aware of things like that, you know.
Do you know the certain kind of soaps that do that?
Mainly all of them, like them Irish Springs and them Doves and all of them that got animal fat products in it that I wasn't hip to, you know, and I peeped. I was working in the supermarket one day, and the man was cutting the meat up, and they was throwing it in the garbage cans, and I'm like, well, you know, what's that for? You know, he's like, you know, they turned it to bathing products.
Mm.
So, you know, I mean, I got hip to that, but the nurse hit me to the steroids, and you know, you rubbing it on your body, and you're going throughout the day, you thinking you know, you're doing everything right, and here it is, you got this animal products, all, you know, fat on your body and steroids that, you know, you're not supposed to have on you. So, you know, these are the things, you know, along with eating, like everything breaks down to sugar. Is, you know, I have to put like 75% of greens on my plate to fake me out, like you said earlier.
Right.
So that was one of the things, along with exercise. Exercise is key, man.
Yeah.
Exercise is definitely key. The nurse, you know, tell you use your bone, use your limbs, and you know, because if you don't use them, that's why the amputees come into effect.
Right.
Toes, and then once they start cutting on you, they keep cutting on you.
Yeah, it's like more things get infected.
Right. So it keeps going up. They took a toe from you. Now they want to take you know, the rest of your foot, half of your foot. I got a homeboy that stepped on a nail, and it didn't even go. It just pierced his foot. He was also diabetic, and they took half his foot off.
Just from stepping on a nail?
Yep, and it didn't even go through. It punctured, but it didn't do it didn't do the damage that you would think it would do for him to have to get amputated.
Damn.
So you know, little things. I get cuts on me at times. I don't know where they came from. You know, so I mean, it's real. So everything. What I'm saying is, you know, education is the key.
Right.
Exercise, and just be mindful to what you eat. A lot of these things, like sugar, everything breaks down to sugar.
Yeah.
Everything. So, I mean, a lot of your callers, a lot of people in the chat got a lot of good information. So, I mean, we got a good little crew listening and following.
Definitely, man. You know, I appreciate everybody, man. You know, I try to, you know, definitely keep some positive things going on, you know, even though we're going to hold it on whack. But I try to make sure we keep some positive things because, you know, life is serious at the same time.
Yeah, where's Bond? Yo, yeah, whack guy. I mean, he's a fool. I don't know what kind of time that dude is on. You know, they cloud chasing over there. He got to be a fool to think that nobody called prosecutor or nothing, or
Right.
DA, or dropped a dime. Nobody said something.
Right.
Out of 5,000 people,
Yeah.
nobody said something. Come on, man. For them to just, you know, look into, you know, what's going on. Yeah, they doing something. And then a lot of times, like a battered woman, that DA don't need that DA don't need Jay Reed and Moss.
Right.
They that's like a battered woman. You know, the DA they would become the advocate
right.
for them, and they won't have to speak.
Yeah, and you know everything is on video, so they can charge them from what they seen on the video, and then
Right.
them bragging about it online, and they act like that nobody seen what they said. Like y'all did this publicly.
Right. I mean, I've been in the county plenty of times with dudes that fought their girl, and you know their girl ain't pressing charges. You know they accepting phone calls, they getting packages, they getting visits, they getting mail. You know, the girl done went up to the DA and told him, yo, I'm not trying to, and they'll still prosecute. You know, they thinking that the girl, we're gonna be the advocate for you, we're gonna speak for you.
And they want to get a case, and they got evidence from whatever they have the evidence from, and they want to still pursue the case because they might have got like the testing done of the person and all that. They still want to push the case.
Yeah, they gonna push it. Well, they gonna push it, and then that WACK ain't going to jail. He ain't gonna go to jail. He, like you say, and like everybody can see it, he gonna tell.
Definitely,
he gonna tell. The worst that he might do is he might come up with some money.
Yeah,
you know, but he might come up with something. That dude Luce, he going to jail.
Yeah, he going to jail.
That nigga go to jail, son.
Yeah, he going to jail because you can see plain as day he had the strap and he was pistol whipping with the strap.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
Yeah,
that's
and
not
it's
cool.
Like them trying to like make light of it though. That's what got me like the way I am with it. I'm like, y'all trying to make light and brag about something. You didn't give nobody a fair fight out there. Y'all had straps and y'all was out there being aggressive to people that didn't even come on that type time.
Yeah, that was a sucker move. I'm gonna tell you something else that's sucker. Like I don't know if you remember a few months back when the lady when they set the lady on fire in a train station.
Yeah.
That was some sucker shit. So I mean, people are sitting there with cameras, man. Yeah, I don't believe that you should be in trouble if you film it. But if you film it and you post it, you should go to jail. So whoever did that shit at No Jumper, he should get charged too. They gonna
be accessories because y'all was right there. I guarantee you, they are getting together everybody that was there, and them people that was filming it, they are liable as well because y'all were with the people.
Yeah. No, they should get jammed up too. That's conspiracy. I think, this is what I think happened, man. I mean, I'm probably not right, but I'm probably not that far off. I think they had a plan to line homeboy up, but I don't think it meant to go that far. I think maybe they were supposed to like sneak him or something, sneak a punch him. And you know what I mean? But I think it went. I even think Adam knew what was going on. Like, y'all do what y'all got to do, and y'all do, you know what I mean? But I don't think they knew that Luce was going to take it that far.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think Adam knew that it was a play, but Luce Cannon done pulled out the strap and went to that level with it, and them stripping the people, it turned the content thing into a criminal situation.
Right. I don't think it meant to go that far, or it was supposed to be some content, and homeboy just took it to the next level.
And it's going to cost them because they think, and I told them, and they already heard, I know they heard the brother Turtle Soup call in and let them know that Morris is under witness protection. He done said it multiple times. And they're like, yo, y'all think it's a game. Morris is literally under witness protection, and that he's just coming around. Like, the brother was messed up for weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not a good look, man.
And the brother is 60-something years old. Like, we only expected to go to 80. He's a 60-something year old man. And if you pay attention to it, right, they not talking about Morris. After I came with that pressure, they not saying the same thing about Morris that they were saying before. Yeah,
they was bluffing. They was bluffing the whole time.
Yeah.
Because those are the type of dudes where if they got any type of information or any type of facts, they gonna put it out there. They don't know nothing. Homeboy's always in somebody's business, man. And I don't understand. That's not a cool thing to do, man. To know everything. It's not cool to know everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not a good look, man.
And he acts like, him being involved, that he can say that I can send this person to you, I can do this and I can do that, and that's not illegal. That's what messes me up.
I heard the dude was supposed to go report to a DP and didn't. And it was supposed to be some type of green light on homeboy if he didn't report. So I mean, I don't really know that too much about that LA politics, but I heard he was supposed to report to a DP because of all, like he was shaming the crewers, so
he definitely makes whoever that he claims, if he's claiming the blood 1 minute, then he's not, he's definitely making it look like they sweet, and I'm sure that they not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, yo, you out here, you embracing all the rats, you talking about the politics between what we really out here doing. So this is why he won't go to none of those functions. When they got functions with them members, he don't go because he already know it's people waiting to see him. And he'll act on those clubhouse shows like, oh, I'm here, I'm there. No, you not going where it's getting busy at, my guy.
Nah, he's not. He gonna stay his ass right there in Vegas. He ain't go to that Kendrick Lamar jump off in LA when it, Nah. Yeah. He knows his place.
And listen, he just caps so much. It's like, bro, and I was listening to something somebody sent me today, and when I listened to it, it was somebody he called WACK card all the way, and WACK couldn't say nothing.
Yeah, he a sucker. He's on some sucker time. He's trying to. I mean, he didn't get it when he was a kid, so he's trying to get it now, and it's too late. I mean, it's like hustling backwards.
Yeah, and I see it's like that's what he's doing. The man 47, and you trying to act like you a teenager out here in these streets that don't understand where this is going to lead you at.
He's hypocritical too. He'll say one thing one day, and then the next day he's saying something else. Is you a gangbanger or you not?
Yeah.
Because Jay Reed's saying that he ain't no gangbanger. He ain't in the gangs no more. And if you ain't in the gang, it's all right to sue them. I mean, which is it?
And like I said before, right? Being as though that he threatened Jay Reed the way he did, and he forced other members to want to go at Jay Reed, it makes only right that Jay Reed go the legal way. You know what I'm saying? Why would I not go the legal way when you done turned everybody against me?
Right, it's on and popping now.
Yeah, I said that was the dumbest thing he could have did by turning the people against him. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, DZ, I'm not gonna hold you up. Yo, I love what you're doing, man. Look forward to your shows when it's coming on, man. I try to tune in. This is kind of late for me. Yeah. I'm usually the day early.
I appreciate it, man. We had to do a late night tonight, but we'll be a little earlier tomorrow, man. But I appreciate it, my brother.
Yes, sir. Right. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
And the chat.
Take it easy. Yes, sir. We appreciate you. Yeah. And we made sure we said it how it is. You feel me? See, like by him putting that kind of pressure on Jay Reed, it hurt him. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Peace, this is Justice. I live from Detroit, Michigan.
What's going on, my guy?
There's a lot going on with WACK,
Talk to me.
But over on the West Coast, I'm trying to figure out all these brothers are in prison. And they doing blogs in prison. Now, from my understanding, that who want to go before the parole board, and whatever you talked about is right there for them to show you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure that one thing out.
Yeah, that is wicked right there.
Yeah, I'll put it to you this way. I'm gonna go left field. Still gonna coincide with everything that we're talking about.
I got you.
When it comes to Meech, and Meech made a statement today, but I'll put it to you this way: beware of people that don't talk a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Beware of people, and I keep going back to Brick Baby. They for some reason, it's a lot of animosity around Brick Baby right now. over there in that particular camp with Adam and them.
Right.
What would solve his problems, and I know by now they probably started listening. All he got to do is have Big U go down there. They had a real big problem when Big U did that interview with old boy from the Ghetto Boys, Willie D.
Yeah.
And I don't think Willie D took that too well.
Not at all.
When it come down to it, I mean, social media is one way we can flex how we see things. It's kind of like when rap first started. Hip hop, music, whatever you in it, the cinema, all that.
Right.
We can reflect our point of view to other people, you know. But right now, it's really weird when you're in prison and you're telling stories about what's going on in prison. I wonder what kind of machine is that, and what makes that work.
And you are right about that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because like they're giving details about situations that's going on in the jail, about situations that happened in the past, and they got phones doing this with it, and they just letting it operate.
And I'm saying that at some point, you know, my son said something earlier today. You know, my son, he about in his 30s, you know. And, you know, he a little street dude. You know, he got him a career now. I'm proud of him about that, too.
Right.
He said, you know, Dad, don't you think federal agents and police are regular people? You don't think they be on YouTube like we be on YouTube every day?
Of course they do.
Yeah, so I just hope that don't spread to Detroit. New York don't need that. Chicago don't need that. And definitely down south, they don't need that. You know, I done seen little, you know, everybody get them a phone or something and this, that, and other. But Big Brother is watching it. I mean, sometimes the same thing you think you're being slick with is what's doing you at the same time. It's like you trapped in a situation you can't get out of.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. In the city you in or the states you in, how many cameras are around you right now? I mean,
it's a whole bunch.
Rain cameras to
they got cameras everywhere. There's so many cameras everywhere. People don't even understand that it's hundreds of cameras, thousands. They up.
And didn't the old boy just fly that link over the skies, and everybody was wondering what that was?
Yeah.
What's the name? The guy Tesla. What's the Tesla dude name?
Elon
Rich,
Musk.
what's the Tesla dude's name?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Yeah. So it's better to stay in technology, man. It's better to stay with technology. I remember I know a brother. His name is Jason Hunt. He from Brooklyn. He used to be part of the X Clan. We talk every now and then, but we always refer to an album that he came out with called The Dark Sun Riders. He said technology is not chemical. The chemical uprising is what everybody is scared of. The stage of unmanned. A lot of people gonna be walking around here like robots, and they don't know why they doing it. Cause ain't no way in hell if I was in prison I had an out date that I would give my point of view once I get outside.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what you was talking about, Meech. It took a lot for Meech to make a statement today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you get the opportunity, just look at the paperwork. The paperwork speaks for itself. I mean, 50 know what he doing, and Meech know what he doing.
Yeah.
And see, when it comes to when you get to altitudes like that, people know what the consequences is for that, and then you know when to talk and when not to talk. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too much into depth about what I really think about the whole situation. But beware, people don't do a lot of talking. And I know one thing: white people don't do a lot of talking. When they got you, they got you.
Yeah, they just show up.
Hey, you ever check out? Yep. Well, maybe you might need to read the book, The Spook That Sat by the Door. You ever?
Now I'm gonna check that one out. You said it to me last time. The spook that sat by the door.
Yeah. I mean, that just deals with somebody joining the Central Intelligence, the CIA, and they take that back to the neighborhood. If you take that back to the neighborhood, the more you know about your enemy, the easier they are to destroy, especially if they're thinking about destroying you.
Right.
Now, when it comes to WACK is running out of energy. I mean, how much energy can you have before you blow a fuse anyway?
Hey, listen, I literally think they about done with him. You know, he been running this game for so long, and he done went public with this assault, and they out there acting like they're promoting it. I think they about done with him. If he's working or whatever, I think they about done with him.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I think it started a long time ago. When Future and rappers like that, I ain't saying he to be the end all of it, but when you start talking about Percocet, lean, that's just a certain culture out in young people, if you really think about that.
Right.
And I was watching people on Instagram about like 10 years ago with they can have ankle bracelets on Instagram showing a bag full of weed with some lean, but keep in mind they got an ankle bracelet on.
Yeah, I remember seeing that era too.
And then a little bit after that, they talked about somebody snitched on them.
But they had the stuff all on video on Instagram.
Now you take what they call it, the clubhouse stuff.
Yeah.
The clubhouse that just transferred over to YouTube. It's a bigger platform. A bigger platform. So people got to be mindful of what they say, because you get, and this is serious. You can have the freedom of speech as long as ain't nobody listening to you, because the CIA, the FBI, and the NSA can be in your life destroying it, and you never know they in it.
Yeah.
You never know they in it. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to your audience, man. Keep your wave going, because the more magnetic you are, the more people you get the same people to start thinking the way that you think. Then you realize that you ain't got thoughts alone.
Right, though. And I appreciate you, my brother, for definitely chiming in.
All right, peace, Almighty.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, brother.
Peace to the God.
Yeah, that was real. You know, I definitely rock with all y'all, man. You know, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. You know, things is changing all the time, you know, but it's important for us to be aware, paying attention, and taking care of ourselves, because we only get one shot at this thing, you hear me? He said information is free for the time being. I suggest folks educate themselves to be able to survive under all circumstances. I agree with that. You said yes, because they're closing libraries. I ain't know they was closing the libraries. He said on his list they also got his statements about getting a phone and shooting a video in prison courtesy of the prison guard. Damn. He said that's a great book. Yo, top 5 is done. Yo, and Drake will not help him. Watch. Great movie. Yo, Drake helping top 5. He said that with the streets is a myth. Yeah, the streets is definitely a myth. The streets is a myth all the way. And it's crazy. But I do say, 50 know what he was doing. He wanted to motherfucking throw the situation off balance because he trying to go at his enemy, Rick Ross. And Meech responded like a boss. You know what I'm saying? And the dude, Seti Nash, put the paperwork out there saying that Meech didn't snitch. So, we all know 50 gonna go at any angle to create what he wants. That's his game. The man been doing it for a while, and he going at whoever, however. It's a game, man. But I'm just, glad Meech understand that he did that 19 years, and I can't allow nobody to trick me off the street. And that's important. When you get through a situation, you have to understand how to play by the system's rule on your way out. There's a lot of dudes think they bigger than the program, and they get out of jail and they start challenging the system, thinking that they can manipulate whatever they going through, and then it put them back in a situation. But Meech is a hustler, and a lot of times people that are real hustlers and from the street, they understand how to move. The man was moving for a while at a high level. He just got loud with it. So I'm sure he knows how to play the game or the system to get through. Don't allow nobody to trick you out of position. And he did what he did because he know his paper was funny, and he had to start getting his bag rolling. And that's going to get his bag rolling in connection with Ross. Because 50 put his son in position, yeah, but 50 ain't say, here go a bag. It wasn't getting him no money. 50's going to do business what makes him money. So yes, he put his son in position, got little Meech a bag, but his pop, he got to find his own way. So of course, he going to go where he got to go. Ross introduced the bag to him, he going to take it. And that's just what it is. You can't knock him for that. Ross and 50 beef is their beef. What you did for his son benefited you. So understanding that just because you did something with my son that you'd have made millions off of, you ain't say, here it's for me with the bag, like don't do this, don't do that. No. You said before you didn't want no dealings with that man when he was on the street because you didn't want to be connected to it. But you got involved with his son because you seen the benefit. If we being real. That's the only reason 50 got involved with his son, because he's seen the millions from it. 50 is a businessman, and Meech is a businessman. He found a business opportunity, he took it. 50 was upset, so he wanted to make him look as if he was a rat. And just because the lady Tammy, who is a rat, is acting like she's going to expose something, we got to see proof, man. And we don't see no proof. So, real rap. He said phone location data from cell towers be catching a lot of people up without them knowing how they get busted. And a lot of these dudes is posting it online. They posting what they doing online. They want to show that they got the strap on them. And I know people that done posted straps on the internet that done got time. And I'm like, why would you go online and post to let everybody know you got a strap as if the people are not on these sites? The people are locked in to YouTube. They locked in. This is how I know WACK and Luce gotta be cooperating. It's just that when you get somebody identifying what you doing, and which is gonna happen with this situation at No Jumper, no matter if you cooperating or not, they gonna come see you. And this is how I see it. I can see that they are going to come see them for this, but they just getting all the ducks in line. And when they come through, people are gonna say, SBGB TV said it. Because we can see it. And I'm thinking that WACK has talked to his lawyers by now, and the lawyers are telling him to be quiet on his site to a certain extent, but he's still on Clubhouse incriminating himself. But at the same time, I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? On Clubhouse, WACK says when he has an argument with somebody the other day, I don't do any criminal activity. After all of these times of these threats, this is just recent. The man said, I don't do any criminal activity. Why'd you add that in after you done sent a million threats out? You saying that I can have this done to you and everything under the sun, but now you adding in that. It don't hold no value. You said what you said, and you gotta stand on that, man. Real rap. You said all FBG duck killers phone location data caught up with them. And that is the truth. These dudes was linked to it by the phone data where they went. They've been tracking this man. These dudes is texting and all that. Like, the phones get them caught up every time. And it's like dudes get so comfortable with the phones as if they're not designed to link where you at to get your text. Man, you can't erase none of that stuff. I don't care if you think you can erase it. It doesn't go nowhere. They can always go back and get your phone data, your pictures, everything from all these social sites. You might have erased them to the people you know if you trying to hide it from somebody you know, but they gonna go get that. It's designed that way. They literally designed it so that you can never get rid of this stuff. And people think they doing something. And it's like the mental game, man. You gotta pay attention. You said, yo, SBGB, Supreme versus 50. It's old New York beef. Yeah, Supreme and 50, they done beef forever. But 50, he play a different game. I can say that. He play a different game. But him and Ross beef is highlighted right now. That shit been highlighted for years. And they go at each other every couple months, right? You even remember that 50 put a tape out, I think, of Ross' baby mom, and he was in the back talking reckless about her having some encounters with somebody, right? And he got sued for that. And he went and did some flipping. I don't know if he did the bankruptcy, but he did something. He played that legal game, whereas though I think he had to settle for a certain amount, but they ain't rocking the way that they could have. So you gotta understand, they got a whole nother level of beef. And we all know Rick Ross was a CEO, but what we gotta say is he's a businessman. And people start putting in their mind about that man being a CEO as if he don't do business. Ross do business. And you know, the mental game, man. You know, we start going into the street politics about certain things, and 50 goes into that too, as in saying, I don't have no respect for him because he act like he was in the streets, but he was a CEO. But the man figured out how to do business. So what can you say? You gotta respect the man business handle. It's some street dudes that don't know how to do business. It's some dudes that wasn't street dude that know how to do business and pretend like they was from the streets. Ross is just one of them. And what can we say? The man know how to do business. For real, for real. You said, then Irv Gotti died, yo. Yeah, you said facts. 50 Cent ain't show no contract with Meech that he could have violated. You said 50 made $5 billion on BMF movie and shows Meech did not get that. I don't know how much he made on that, but what I do know is he paid his son whatever amount he did, and he plotted that out to get a bag. And that's what he was doing on it, you know. But Meek sold the life rights over, so he's able to do this. And you know, Ross talking about he gonna make a movie, and he know that 50 own all the rights, so it's not gonna happen, you know. And 50 ain't playing with that. He already locked in with them folks in the TV. He's not allowing Ross to get any leverage to make a movie or nothing. So we know that for sure. We know that for sure. You said Ducks Killers, they showed the cameras following the two cars after the hit and matched all their phone data showing the same route. They couldn't prove they weren't in the cars to explain themselves. And these dudes don't pay attention to that. These dudes are still running around with these phones and ready to go murk something. As if the phones are not being tracked. They act like because they buy a phone from the store and then they link. These dudes are buy a phone that's supposed to be a throwaway and link their email to it. You hear what I'm saying? And I gotta say this, man. This is how we are tracked in the world, man. This is how the police track us. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but the police track us through the emails. And I want to tell you this. All you got to do is do find my email. If you do find my email and then put your passcode in to find your email, you can track wherever you're at. Your phone, everything. So the police, they don't have to do track your email with your passcode. They do the track your email without your passcode, and they know exactly where you at all times. People don't know this though. I guess some people don't pay attention to these type of things, but that's the way you're tracked. Your email is the tracking device. So they don't even have to, you know, before they used to put trackers on your car so that they can find you and follow you. They don't even have to do that no more. They just track your email because they know that people do not go anywhere without their phone. So if they track your email, they know right where you at all times, right? The addiction of the phone. Can't nobody leave the house without the phone. Everybody, if you go down the street and pull off without your phone, you're going to go back home and get it before you go anywhere. So the people know this. You know what I'm saying? The people understand this. So your email is the tracking device. You always get caught doing crimes if you got your phone with you. You cannot do a crime with your phone with you and expect to not know everywhere you went. You can act like, oh, I didn't have my regular phone. I had my throwaway. Well, if you connected an email address to that throwaway phone, you will be tracked. And that's facts. Straight up. You said he still got the Power episodes. Yeah, 50 definitely about that bag. We can't say that. 50 and Ross, you know, they just at war for whatever differences they got, you know. So that's their personal thing. But 50 was able to destroy some people's career, but he couldn't destroy Ross's career. You can say the man was a CEO over and over. The man buying jets, yachts, still doing what he doing, running around getting the bag, promoting his liquor he promotes, 50 promote. They just at war, man. You know? Even if he was a CEO, the man still running boss and he doing boss moves. You know? He said, yeah, your iCloud. He said, I like 50, but why make a D dealer a hero? And I'm going to tell you that, hey, Brooklyn, I'm going to tell you that, though, right? See, just like a lot of these top execs around the world, they understand that the world is influenced and intrigued by the street hustlers. They understand that. So no matter what, the world is excited by negativity. So if you're successful at doing something negative, the world embraces you. But when you get caught, they talk filthy about you, right? But then they looking forward to you getting back out because they think that you're going to revisit what got you in prison. The mental games of us as humans. So they know, 50 knows that the world was intrigued, was excited by BMF's story, right? And he made sure he found a way to get the rights to the situation. And guess what he did? He said, everybody wants to see this, right? And I watched BMF a few times, right? But it wasn't nothing like these shows that they come out now. They don't get me to go like looking for them like the shows back in the day did. And it's people now that they're so hyped about these shows and they rushing to go see them and they waiting, oh, this is coming out. And it's like, they don't excite me like the shows back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I used to be excited about watching Martin. You know what I'm saying? That was a show I was excited about. It was a comedy. It was something I'm going to go home to watch Martin, right? But the shows that like that, they don't excite me. But they excite the people that haven't experienced that part of life, that don't understand that that's the self-destruction movement. You know, people that lived in it, you know what I'm saying? It don't excite them. It's the people that, and most of the world hasn't lived in that volume, haven't really experienced that. So the people that are regular people, they just so enthused about watching street activity, right? And a lot of women want to be in relationship with dudes that's out in the street, but want to cry when the man go to jail. It's like, when you pay attention to it, it's a big game, man. For real, for real. Nah, a Alpha. Me chain tell. We listen, and I said this earlier. Tawana Cohen, listen, I want to tell you about this. I'm telling you, this is what we ain't doing. When rats, like, cause she's a rat. She's a confidential informant, right? But when a confidential informant like 6ix9ine or Tammy Cohen, right, is trying to tell us that somebody else was in on the ratting, like 6ix9ine tried to say about Jim Jones, they don't hold no credibility over here. We gotta see paperwork. We don't want to hear somebody that then told on somebody that's a known confidential informant trying to tell us who telling. You hold no weight with me. I'm gonna say that. You don't hold no weight with SBGB TV. You got to show us paperwork. I can't go for people that's telling, trying to tell me who else is telling. Because if you told, you will lie on a person in a heartbeat. If you cooperated in a case or you are a known confidential informant, you will lie in a heartbeat. That's your style. So we can't go for that. You know what I'm saying? We got to see the paperwork. When we see paperwork, then we can rock with it. But nah. And that's where I'm at with it. I'm standing firm. I'm not allowing a rat to tell me somebody else ratted. That's the things like WACK 100 does. You know, WACK 100 will verify that the rat 6ix9ine said Jimmy was the number 2 man. How is WACK or 6ix9ine gonna know that Jimmy is the number 2 guy? So the police, the feds say, yo, if you don't tell, Jimmy gonna tell. Nah. When you listen to these dudes, you already know. Nah, it ain't holding no weight, man. You said WACK is acting like he's a good guy. He's gonna get what he deserves. Karma has no expiration date. Hey, Brooklyn, that's facts. Karma has no expiration date. And his day is coming, and it's coming real soon. I think 2025 gonna be his year. 2025 gonna be his year, and we shall see what it brings. You know, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. 2025 is going to be that year that WACK got an answer to something. You know, and that's why we ain't letting up. We gonna hold it on him. Yeah. He said, it ain't nothing new. We looked up to Scarface, The Godfather, Goodfellas, and The Sopranos, etc. Hey, run the table. That is facts, though. That is facts. It's just a new era, and we looking up to the next up and coming, you know? But I can't put the jacket that Meech told on. I can't put it on Meech. I can't put it on him. He said, being in the game is addictive. Hey, Lou from the Lou, I gotta elaborate on that. That's big facts. Being in the game is equivalent as being an addict on the street, because you're addicted to the paper, to the vibes, to the lifestyle, as though the addict on the street is addicted to the lifestyle, the vibes, what they into, the product. The person on the other side is addicted to moving the product. It's an addiction from handling the product. You hear me? So it's addiction on both sides. And I agree totally that the people that's pumping it is addicted, and the people that's using it. So it's an addiction on both sides. And I would totally agree with that. He said, we always as people looking up to the other cultures on the TV. Yeah, we do look up to a lot of different cultures. I can agree with you on that, Brooke. Alvin said they said 50 put the paperwork up. UT, we will see. 50 ain't put no paperwork up. 50 just talking because he mad at Ross. 50 definitely talking, but he just mad at Ross. That's it. Real rap. He said Cuffy already made a statement saying he don't know for sure if it's Meech. A RM6330. That's facts. That's why I had to make sure that I said what I said. Because when I seen him say, he said that he knows Tammy did what she did, or whatever her name is, Tammy Cohen's, whatever her name is, right? He already said he knows that she's the one that lined him up, but he wants to know who put her up to it. He's assuming that it was Meech, but there's no proof, no facts. So I can't believe nothing she says. She like a 6'9" in my eyes. I'm not believing a rat telling me who's ratting, because you'll lie in a heartbeat on anybody just to make it look like you got credibility. And you lose all credibility once you cooperate with the people that got common sense. You know, with the legal system, you're credible to them. But with people that really come from the streets, you have no credibility. Anything you say is a lie to me. So I can't believe it, right? He said, Rick Ross, get your business together. He ain't making no movie. Yeah, Rick Ross, he ain't gonna make no movie. He 50 already said that. He said, listen, I own the rights to everything. It won't ever happen. It won't happen. He said, Jimmy went to Gazelle's Park. WACK is done talking about Jimmy. Hey, listen, AJ Love. And that's facts. You hear me? when I seen the Clubhouse clip today, somebody sent me. Bro sent me the Clubhouse clip today, and I was looking at it, and I was listening to it. I said, okay, when somebody addressed him about this right here, he couldn't say nothing. It was nothing he could say. You understand what I'm saying? It was nothing he could say. He like, you ain't going to the park. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna go to the park. WACK ain't going out there messing with them people. There's some people out there, they ready to go at him. Real rap. They ready to go at him. You said 140, 160 million. How much is liquid though? You said Brooklyn. Yeah, Ross is rich, but is he really wealthy? He said, but Mel Matrix said nothing. Nah, he ain't say nothing. But 6ix9ine want to tell us. See, and that's what I said before when I was talking about the call that they said Jimmy was on, right? See, now if they got Jimmy on a call saying something about the bodyguard or something like that, the person that he was on the call with got to verify what he's saying, verify what it meant. You understand what I'm saying? So if he just saying something that doesn't have a specific meaning of where it's going to go, the person on the call got to verify that. And the person on the call didn't verify it, right? So if the person on the call didn't verify that Jimmy was trying to get him to do something that was specific, it didn't hold no weight. And that's how I see it. You said, but Jaja from Dipset said Jim Jones. We not going with them people, man. I listen. I'm gonna tell you though, a Alpha 777. We not going with those type people. See, it's a lot of people that will say anything when they upset because they don't have a position. Think about this. Jaja went on WACK 100 show and they clowned her on the show. They see, and this is the game about anybody that goes on the WACK 100 show, right? They get you on the show, have you talking one way when the people go in there, then they flip on you. Cause they flipped on her about what's his name again? What's the boy name that was running with them, that was beefing with them? What's his name? Oh man. The rapper, man. What's the rapper boy name that was beefing 1 minute? He little like Money Mike, man. What's his name, man? I know y'all know what his name is, man. What's the boy that Jaja cool with? Max B. Bam. There you go. Max B. That was good. So you know that. So when they said they had Jaja on the show and then they flipped on her, right? And when they flipped on her, because they got to talking to her about Jim Jones and let her start talking about the relationship she got with Jimmy and all that. And then when they said they got paperwork on Max B ratting, it shocked her. She like, oh, nah, Max B ain't rat. They like, yo, we got the paperwork. We got paperwork. We got paperwork on him. We put that out already, right? So they get people on their show just to embarrass them. And that's all they did with her. They just embarrassed her. She couldn't even understand it. They was laughing at her when her Wi-Fi started messing up, saying, oh, she must have ran off when we said Max B is telling. It's the clown show over there. So, you know, them dudes is untrustworthy, man. You know? So I can't go with Jaja saying. She let them dudes trick her to talk. Yeah, she did some time for whatever she did time for, but she got tricked to talk. And that's just how I see it. He said, I don't know if Jimmy is the Fizz or not. All I know is he pulled up on Pyru Street. You can't pay WACK to pull up on Gazalle's Park. Listen, and I agree. And when somebody addressed him about it, he's nothing he could say. You said Max B said Jimmy the Fed. Like I said, Max B, they said he was the Feds. You know, I keep telling you that. We not listening to nobody that they got paperwork on as a rat trying to tell us somebody else is a rat. You know what I mean? We can't go for that, man. You said that Mason Cam told Jimmy fall back. Yeah, Jimmy ain't got no choice but to stay in his lane because Mason Cam, they turned up right now. It's just they dealing with a different bag. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy doing podcast shows. Mason Cam got the podcast show. So yeah, Jimmy ain't they ain't comparing right now. You know what I'm saying? But Jimmy trying to get his thing back buzzing, you know? He said the thing is, WACK don't really care if Meech is a snitch or not. He mess with snitches all the time. So what's the issue here? It's just good old fashioned hate. AA run the table. For sure. That's all. I noticed that about WACK, right? What he does is, whoever's in the light at the time trying to make a move, he wants to dim the light by trying to throw dirt on him. You hear me? So Big U did that interview. The first thing he did was try to go at Willie D with no evidence. You just read the man's indictment. So, you know, WACK know he can't go in them blocks. He know ain't nobody rocking with him. He just got peons. And when I listen to the peons in Clubhouse, it's dudes to me, where you at? Well, nigga, you a yes man. And WACK gets his thrill off by the duck dummies co-signing everything he says. WACK, I can see that now. WACK ill is when the dummies is co-signing him and he like, yeah, I got yes men ready to ride. Straight goofy, man. He said Jim tapped in and WACK start backtracking from saying Jim no good on Pyro. Hey, yo, that's what we was talking about yesterday. Straight up. Jimmy went out there rocking with the game, but he went somewhere where WACK can't even go, in the heart. So, is WACK the rat or is Jimmy? I would rather say WACK is the rat because you can't go to where you start all this trouble at. Jimmy was in the heart. So I would rather look at WACK as the rat than Jimmy. He said, you agree with me though, Brooke? Yeah. He said, yes, but they could have spend it. He said Jim pulled up. It was out of the park, Compton, California. Yeah, in the heart. In the heart. He said the feds got who they wanted in that case. And that's what it was. You feel me? They got who they wanted. See, the feds, they can have a conversation with somebody, but if the conversation isn't detailed with something really taking place behind that, and the person that you had the conversation with didn't corroborate, man, it might not be nothing that they want to push. Because you got to remember, the feds' conviction rate is so high because they go at things that's solid. Once in a blue, they might take a L. But most of the time, they batting high. They not just taking on maybes and we hoping the jury go with it. The state, they do that. They'll take on a case hoping the jury rocks with them, right? Not the feds. They taking cases that they know is W's. You know? And we see that all the time, for real. He said WACK ain't got nothing to say about Jim no more. Nothing. When Adam was saying it to him, like, yo, WACK, you said Jimmy wasn't a real blood. He like, nah, I ain't say that. He said, yes, you did. I played that yesterday. Because that's what he said. But he knew he was lying. You know what I'm saying? He knew he was looking for that content. WACK says a lot of lies looking for content, if we being real. That's his game. He says lies looking for content, and a lot of time he's able to influence people to spread that lie because they say WACK said it. And then I caught him literally saying that he'll spread misinformation about somebody ratting if the right person that he believes is saying it is true. He literally said that himself. I heard that myself. He said, well, somebody told him about producing that fake paperwork that somebody finessed them into buying, right? So he said, man, if I get it from somebody I know that's saying it, I'm going to ride with them. It could be a fake. It could be a lie. It could be fufafi. He said he going to ride with it just because he got it from somebody that he believes is a credible source. Like 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? So if 6ix9ine tell him something, he going to rock with it. You can't trust WACK, man. You said, hold on. Hold on, the Big U stuff started way back when Big U was rocking with Gilly and Wallow. That's where it started at. You said, for Jim to go to Gonzalez Park, it's Piru Street, SBGB. The ASAP Rocky case, what's your assessment? I ain't been really following the ASAP Rocky case, but I seen a little bit of it, and I think that he got a chance of beating it, you know, from the little bit I did see, because the boy, you know, that was on the stand going at him that said that he grazed his hand, you know, they didn't catch him with no gun. So what I do say about a jury, you know what I'm saying? Because your boy, I've been to trial 5 times. You hear me? I've been to trial 5 times. I picked 5 different juries. The thing about going to trial is if you can get a doubt in one jury member's mind, you got a shot. And he's saying that he got a prop gun. They didn't find no shell, and he was a legal gun holder. They went back to his house and found his straps. So they didn't find the shell that they found that the guy was supposedly had found out there that had the graze. It didn't match none of the straps that he had. And he said he had a prop gun. And I don't think they got the video of him doing the shooting. So it's not clear. So the thing is about putting a doubt in the jury's mind. And when you look at the character of the ASAP Rocky dude, he's looking like he has an agenda. See now, in order, and I want to tell you this, right? In order for him to sue ASAP Rocky, right? He has to go this route. He has to go the legal route first in order for him to sue for that. It's the same way with Blueface. The guy that sued Blueface for the club shooting situation, he had to get in there and point Blueface out in court, which got Blueface to plead guilty because he knew the dude, and the dude came and made a statement at his sentencing, right? What Blueface is locked up for now. So by him showing that he's going to go at him criminally, it's going to give him the ability to sue civilly. And this is why the ASAP Rocky dude is going at ASAP Rocky criminally, because he wants to go after him civilly because he know he got all this money. He's married to Rihanna, a billionaire. So it's a money play. You feel me? This is why I say you got to watch who you associate yourself with. Because, and if you check my shorts out, I say it all the time. The people that tell you they love you, that's rocking with you to the end, they'll be the same ones that'll be flipping on you, pointing the finger against you, trying to destroy you if it's about that money or if they don't really care about you. It's the game of life, man. Yeah, ASAP Rocky definitely a hater, man. I gotta I gotta say that. He definitely a hater, man. Real rap, man. You said Jim put the reminder out there to the public that he's good there, so what's really good, dog? WACK reply was to say, nah, Jimmy all good. Like, once WACK 100 tried to contact Jimmy about the phone call and then get him on the phone to talk about it, Jim knew he was a rat then. You hear me? Jim knew he was funny then. You trying to talk to me about a case that I literally scazed through without being in the indictment, right? But you want to talk to me about it and you want me to explain it to you when I already know you fishy. See, Jim was still communicating with WACK because there's still some dudes that might communicate with him, but then when he get on that tight time, they go ghost. He said Jimmy ain't answered the phone since for him. But Jimmy out there rocking with the game, though. Jim know he fishy, man. A lot of these dudes know WACK fishy, man. WACK don't got that same pull like he act like. He might got communication with some people, but people that are really out there, that are in a heavy level, know that you gonna get me locked up. The actions that you take and you display is criminal. But then you saying you ain't criminal. Hell no. You would stay clear of WACK if you understand the street. Like real. That's the type of person you wouldn't go nowhere near out in the street. Because you already know what it is, man. You said WACK 100 backslide. He cap. All cap. He all cap. WACK is WACK. That's 100. Like real. Listen, he a fufafi dude. I gotta say that. WACK is a fufafi dude. And I mean that. Fufafi. He said the ideology of Piru started in Compton, California on Piru Street, Gonzalez Park. Look it up. All the sets of Piru came after that. Okay. Yeah, you said yes, but Blueface walked that day. Now I think Blueface, did he walk that day? I think he took the plea. He might have walked that day and had to turn himself in, but did he get a violation while he had the time? He might have walked that day, but the dude had to definitely point Blueface out so that he can go after him civilly though. Yeah. You said told him Wacko is the real boogeyman. Hey, run the table. Hey, listen. I know the dude Wacko gotta hate that WACK 100 got the name even somewhere similar to him. Like, how did this dude, man? I know he don't like WACK like that. Jim was literally standing on Piru. He was, trust me, WACK ain't got nothing else to say about Jim on Piru, and that's for sure. And I bet that. You see Bow WACK, this Freaky Ziggy from Dipset with CEO Reek Bad. He said, I'm talking top dog level. Hey, run the table. I feel you. I can see. Yeah. He said, how WACK played Freaky Ziggy. Yeah, WACK could try to play anybody if he can, you know. And I don't know how these dudes be letting him. Like, WACK is like somebody that you already know is Fufafi. Yeah, straight Fufafi. Straight Fufafi. And that's facts. He said, yup, he violated Blue. Violated, he in jail now. Yeah, see? This is what you gotta understand. Meech understand that. I just did a 19 ball. Nigga, I'm not allowing you niggas to trick me off the street. Have me all amped up, ready to get active, knowing I just did a 19 ball and I had a 30-piece McNugget. You hear me? Dude had a 30-piece McNugget. Why I'm gonna allow y'all to let me get active when I'm out here free and I got through the situation? And I ain't allowing you dudes to get me back in there. I know I ain't say nothing. He said walking away different from getting a plea deal though. Yeah. He said SVGB Krishan Rock and her ex. He said he's in the father and he died mysteriously. Yeah, I seen that. Somebody wigged him. Yeah. Somebody wigged him out there. And they said he had the strap on him. Like, and they said his court date was supposed to be, what's this, the 11th now? Supposed to be the 10th. His court date was supposed to be yesterday to go to court for a situation. You know, he talking about the baby his. Somebody knocked his noodles out. You never know out here, man. You know, these dudes be in the mix of too much, man. A 19 ball, straight up. And he was supposed to do a 30 ball, 30-piece McNugget. You hear me? What? Woo. They try to stick it to you. He said they saying it was a setup. And I wouldn't put it past them. You hear me? Because they wanted to get him out of here. He started getting loud about too much. You know? He was only, I think, like 24. He started getting loud. He was popping up on Krishan Rock. And you know she got some paper. So I'm hoping she ain't try to do nothing crazy and put the order to get him checked. If she did that, that would be the dumbest thing. Because you better know she's the focus of the investigation right now. And we all know that. That's how the game go. She's the focus of the investigation. Somebody get checked out knowing they had a situation with you and they was dealing with you, you the focus of the investigation. So I hope she ain't do nothing like that. He said they leaked the message on Twitter. Damn, where is it at on there? What was the message, Lou? What was the message? Like, if she did that though, shoo, you know what I mean? They not gonna be playing with that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Let me see, hold up. He said Blueface mom said she was glad he was locked up right now so he didn't get blamed. Yeah, I did hear that one. And Blueface would have been definitely being looked at because they know their connection. But I don't even know why, you know, if, you know, they had something to do with it or she had something to do with it, why she would even do something like that knowing that you're going to be the first one looked at. In this time, it's so dumb to do a hit for hire. It's dumb. Because I want to say this about even with like Dirk's situation. You doing a hit for hire, you got to think about this, right? If the people that do the hit for hire get caught, right? Why would they sit in jail for the rest of their life while you enjoy your life? If we making it make sense, right? Because we all know snitching is a part of the game, right? So why would somebody, knowing that they gonna go to jail for life, sit in jail for life and allow you to run around in mansions, Bentleys, and run around and enjoy life and they don't tell on you? Because of you said it's a code? Hell no. That would really, you know, come to my mind. Like, I would say, why would this person not tell on me if I'm trying to tell somebody to do something and they go to jail and I'm free? You only get time. That's it. Time is the most valuablest thing in your health of life. So you mean to tell me that if them people tell them people that got grabbed up with Dirk, if you tell me Dirk that did it, Because it's going to be the first person that talk that's going to get leverage. If you tell me Dirk did it, and we all see 6ix9ine come back out living a regular life, it's more common for people to tell. Even though people told back in the day, it's more common for people to tell in today's world, because they seeing that if you tell, you get success like Lil Woody. Think about this, right? If somebody tells on Lil Durk, they can come out, start their own podcast. Everybody's going to want to get an interview, if you being real, because you told on Lil Durk. So you're going to be successful for telling on Lil Durk rather than sitting in jail for the rest of your life. We got to start thinking about this, man. And I don't understand why would anybody would want to put themselves in that situation when you see Lil Woody. Brother come home and his light is lit up from telling. Why wouldn't these people think about that? You getting somebody to do something, you got to think before you make a decision, man. One quick decision to change your whole entire life. You said, they said Blueface scared in jail. He said she knew that baby wasn't Blueface's. And hey, Brooklyn, I feel you on that. She knew it because the baby don't look like the man. Blueface said the baby looked like Charles Barkley, man. And I really thought the baby looked like Charles Barkley, man. When I see the baby, I said, damn, it look like Charles. Even though we know it ain't Charles Barkley baby, but he had that look. I fell out. He said, we are being watched, hit for hire. The killer is telling on you. Like, real rap. Killer going to tell on you. Like, why is he going to go sit in jail for life? Why you get to enjoy mansions and Bentleys? That shit don't even make sense. So if the killer's still alive, there's a chance anyone who hired him hired them tails. Like the game. That hit for hire shit is crazy. Like you expect somebody to be all in the mix of that and they get grabbed up and let you live? Like let you just go ahead and enjoy your life? What? You gotta be conscious and think definitely like you got some sense. They gonna go to jail for the code you said that this is a code? Man, yeah, right. That don't even sound right, man. Motherfucker gonna go sit in jail for the rest of your life while you enjoy your life because you said there's a code. When they know that they can live way better than that little $10,000 or whatever you gave them to do the hit by coming home after by telling their story while they told. Then we gotta, come on, man. We gotta make sense on that one, man. For real. He said she is so obsessed with Blueface that she's dumb enough to get rid of what would sabotage her world. And I would agree with you on that. Cause she is obsessed with this man for sure. I would agree. She's saying she ain't doing no shows. She ain't doing nothing till the man come home. She don't want to go out in the world and live until he's home. Then when he come home, she acting a fool. They fighting each other. Like, yeah. Crazy. Said, yo, Charles Barkley, yeah. I was hollering. If you look at the baby in the picture, the baby looked like Charles Barkley. He got a little round head, his eyes and everything. I fell out. I said, this nigga Blueface said the baby looked like Charles Barkley. Like, yo, snap. She knows she was out there getting that coochie hit. It was a couple people she was running off with. You know, she was out there getting that coochie hit. Blueface was just alright with it because he was doing his thing and he was getting a bag off her. He had her under contract. So he probably still got her under contract. That's why she really don't want to make no moves. You know? He got her under contract and she doing things and he getting a bag off of whatever she doing. So he looking at it like it's a business deal. I do me, but yeah, he don't want nobody to tap her. But we all know they young. When women are that young and they got that attention. Think about it. She got celebrities she want to get to. She got people that she want to let wax that thing. If we being real. If we being real. She got people that she want to, play with. But we all know, man, you really can't trust their relationship. Because it was rocky the whole time. They had so much public beef and fights. It was rocky. I gotta be real. I couldn't get jiggy with it because they was an embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, they embarrass themselves everywhere they go. They got their families in the middle of their embarrassment for their attention. This is what that money do to you. Because they wasn't happy at all. And she was drinking while she was pregnant. She was literally drinking, though, while she was pregnant. Getting lit. Henny. Tore up. Yeah. You said, and she was at the Diddy parties. And we already know, I was watching the Bull Chopper on the Art of Dialogue. He was talking about those Diddy parties. He like, man, listen, I ain't gonna lie. The celebrities was in there going ham. He said he seen girls on girls, guys on guys. He like, man, I ain't indulging a lot of that stuff, but you seen it. And you seen your favorite celebrities in there doing it like it was natural. He ain't name dropped though, but he told his experiences and what he seen in there. He like, yeah, it was a freak off if that's what you want to call it, but everybody was consenting and that's what they was doing. And it was people that you might have seen like, hold up, that's who they're doing it, and they doing it like it's regular. And he said they was playing with their nose. They all in there playing with their nose. What them celebrities be doing, right? So he like, yeah, they in there playing with their nose. They in there doing this. They in there doing that. And they doing each other. Like, it ain't nothing. So yeah, I'm sure, right? If somebody at that status was trying to get at her, she would have got at her. You know? If I'm not mistaken, I think, was it Rick Ross or one of them dudes was like going at her. You hear me? I think she ran off with one of them. You know? But yeah, she was out there getting lit heavy, man. And we all seen that. We definitely seen that, man. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. You know, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. You know, it's your boy DZ, man. You know, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, and y'all already know what it is. Let me see. You said you think Shorty gonna win that lift case? Hey, yo. Hey, Lou. I'm gonna stick around for a couple for that. Yo, when I seen that, right? Did she go on the Breakfast Club today or is it tomorrow? Because I gotta check that out. I don't think she gonna win the case. I think it was like a publicity stunt, you know. You know, the lawyers trying to get that money. But that man got a right to deny her from getting in the car, man. He got a right. That's my opinion. If he don't want this big joint in the car, I don't want you in the car. You know, like, listen, you heavy. I don't want to mess up my shocks. It's cool. Especially if it wasn't an SUV. You see, she had one picture. She jumped out the back of a Yukon or something. Like, she is something. Yo, you got to have something equipped for that. But it made people know her that didn't know her. You know, I don't know how her music sound, but I don't think she gonna win that. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that I gotta have you in my car. I don't care about work for lip. You too big. You might messing my damn seat, my shocks up. You done imprint my seats. You feel me? Come on, man. Mike can't even fit in the back. Being honest. You say, yo, wow, to tell it. You said, she not gonna win. You can't make someone get in your car, period. Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm like, hold on, man. Are you serious? You mean to tell me I gotta let you get in my car because you say so, but I don't feel like you can fit back there? This ain't the ride for you? Call another. She should have called a XL car. You know they got the vans, the SUV. She should have put that on the list. Don't call no car and think you gonna squeeze your big ass in here and have the back of my car drop down. Nah, this ain't the ride for you. I gotta watch the interview too, man. Yeah, I gotta watch the interview too. I don't think she gonna win though. You gonna tell me I gotta let your big butt in the back of here so you can weigh my shocks down? Why would I have to do that? Hey, yo, man, we gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Y'all already know it's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.